What's going on, people? It's me, Jay Fresh, and quite simply, I'm here with a man with the sickest surname in the game. AVELINO. What's happening, bro?
That, man, I'm there. You good, bro?
I got you with that one.
Yeah.
Now, listen, it's the first time we've managed to connect, so it's important that we make sure you've had enough to eat and you've got the right kind of drink in front of you.
Yeah, bro.
So
I had the food.
How was the fish and chips?
It was marvelous, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I didn't finish it because sometimes I like to not finish the meal just to really take in how beautiful it was. And that was one of them moments.
Will you revisit it later?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think so. It's a strong possibility.
Has to be done, man. Well, I've been playing supporting your music for quite a while now.
Yeah.
I first become aware of you with the Young Fire All Flame.
Yeah.
And when that dropped, at that time especially, I was like, whoever Wretch has done a joint project with is levels.
Thank you, bro.
I need to hear this right away.
Thank you.
So it's a question you've possibly been asked before, but how did that kind of collaboration and connection first come up? Because that's the first time I got to know about you musically.
Me and Wretch are from the same area.
Yeah.
We're from the same area. Obviously, you know, we're from a different age group, so our social groups are different, innit? Our social groups are different, but obviously, you know, music brought us together. He was made aware of my abilities. You know, people were telling me, let's check out this youth guy in the ends. And, you know, I don't know what video, what tune convinced him to reach out, but at some point he's like, yo, you know, come studio. And then just from being in studio together, you know, the relationship just grew and then, you know, turned into great brotherhood and great music as well.
Definitely, man. So that very first time, let me take you back quickly, when he hollered you and said, come studio.
Yeah.
I mean, what are your feelings right there? Are you gassed? Are you excited? Are you like, I just can't wait to get in there and just start recording tracks? Is it a bit of like, Wretch then and still is like way up there? It was the first time you'd been in the studio. Was it like, I've got to prove to him what I can do in the booth? How did you approach it?
I feel like it's more about I got to prove to myself what I can do. Because, you know, he at the time he was Wretch too. Like he'd been #1, like, Don't Go and all of that.
Superstar.
Like, you know what I mean? So literally massive artist. But obviously, we had a different level of familiarity just being from the same area. So, you know, I feel like that helped, you know, especially just going studio. And I was just excited to I've always believed that, you know, I could compete with the best and I could, this is when I was a lot younger, one day I'd be right up there, the very best, etc. So that seed was enough to you know, confidently get me through those early link-ups with Wretch 3 you know what I mean? Yeah, see, that's big bro, that's the master, you know what I mean? So it's an honor even to this day, like, it's an honor.
Yeah, definitely, man. Now, I know that you're very hands-on in the kind of co-production, in the recording process. What were the main things you kind of learned from studying audio production at SAE?
To be fair, I'm not going to lie, I think I was there for like 6 weeks, bro.
That short time. I knew it was a short period of time. I didn't realise it was just 6 weeks.
Yeah, bro. I think I just thought to myself, oh, cool, let me, you know what I mean? Let me try and do something. Like, so your mum's like, yeah, he's going to uni. You get me? Okay, might as well be in the studio as well. So audio school, you know what I mean? But
it's productive. It can now develop into careers.
I was there and I was just like, yo, I'm sat there like, I'm just like, bro, like, I'm a rapper, bro. This is long, fam. Like,
so it's quite easy, I guess, to make that decision to be like, cool, not for me. Let you
just allow it. I'm not on that, you know what I mean? I'm not on like procrastinating with my life. Like, time is our most valuable asset and I'm never gonna compromise it, you know what I mean? At any stage. Like, you feel me? Like, to be fair, I even tried to do English up north. I tried to study English at university, few months again.
And it just wasn't for you, time to move on. But sometimes people can't make those decisive decisions and know what's best for them.
That's nice, decisive decisions.
Yeah. You can use that. Yeah, man. So anyone who listens to your music instantly, it kind of gravitates towards like the wordsmanship, the pen game, all those side of things. And I know in the past...
No pen. We don't use no pen.
No pen, okay. Digital thumbprint game.
No. All in the head, bro.
All in the head, man. 100%. That's dope. But for you, I've heard you say in the past that that's something you do constantly work on. So how do you work at that? What's your kind of process for working on that? I
think the first thing is to remember that repetition is the father of learning. You know, you practice kick-ups from a young age. Keep practicing, and that's something you constantly work on.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be able to do thousands by the time you're a certain age. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. Cristiano Ronaldo got to where he is. I'm sure because of practice. The stories are there. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Lewis
That
Hamilton.
dedication and commitment to your
Exactly.
craft.
The repetitions the father learned, he did over and over again. But also the willingness to learn. You know, you can be talented at something and, you know, do it all the time. But, you know, I strongly believe you should be willing to learn and not believe you know it all or have it all, or that you're there already, you know, just because you want to expand what you have, you know. Like, you know, I don't know, Mayweather might have been able to box or whatever pretty well from early, but, you know, his training and, you know, learning the technical game and brushing up on his skills and being specific about, you know, everything he does allowed him to be technically perfect. You have to work on that and specific.
To elevate and keep
you get what I'm
pushing forward.
saying? You know what I mean? That's why boxers have trainers, football teams have coaches, artists have managers. You get what I'm saying? So I think the mixture between consistent hard work and a willingness to learn and not think that you know it all, I feel like that's the key.
Yeah, well, they're key points to anyone listening in, man.
Yeah.
Especially people, don't be complacent, don't be lazy, keep perfecting your craft.
Yeah, I mean, you can be complacent, but that's up to you. Someone else is going to fly past you. Like, I never told someone to be not to be complacent. That's your business. Like, you be complacent, someone else is going to take your spot, bro. That's your business.
It's
but
competitive,
you want to, you know, if you want to get to Messi and Tiger Woods and Schumacher and all these guys, and you know what I mean, and Jay-Z and etc. you want to get to those levels or even dare to dream that big.
Yeah,
you
know
better
what
listen.
Got to do.
Yeah.
So if you bring things back up to date now, man, from a Spotify perspective, over 60 mil streams, which is mad. Are these numbers that gas you? Were you bothered about numbers? Is it just something that just comes along with part of the process?
Yes, but it's a byproduct, you know? It's a byproduct of the work we put in, the questions we ask. You know what I mean? Obviously, I want to do the most numbers. No, I won't hide that. Numbers don't matter. Absolutely, I want to do the most numbers. I want to be top 10 streaming artists on planet Earth, and that's going to happen because God has willed it. You know, I like to balance desire and gratitude, and I like to be grateful for things. So I would like to be so grateful that I'm grateful for stuff that I don't even have yet. So thank you, God, for allowing me to be one of the top 10 streaming artists on Earth.
Do you consider yourself a spiritual person?
Yeah, 100%. You know what I mean? This is all God's work. Like, I'm just, you know, it's a gift that I, you know, respected and worked on, and I'm still working on, you know what I mean? This is all God's work. I'm just a vessel, bro. So 100%. I'm 100%, bro.
It's good to get that insight, man.
Yeah.
Now, single-wise, there's a couple of singles at the moment. Firstly, Cassius Clay.
Yeah.
Heavyweight rap.
Yeah, tune, yeah.
And what I love about that, not only is the record sick and straight from you press play, you're on that first beat, you're just barsing all the way through. You're hungry to get that out there. But I know the visual side of things is something that you have kind of really embraced in your journey and becoming more hands-on with things like that. And you played quite a pivotal role in that video, didn't you? Tell us about that.
I actually co-produced it, and one or two shots in there I actually filmed myself.
Sick.
You get what I'm saying? It was difficult. Like I put out a little message to the people, and I was just like, yeah, it's difficult to come up with a video idea for a tune when me and Dave are rapping for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? You know, so the decision was, the play was to kind of give it back to the people, give it back to the community. You know what I mean? Because AVELINO is all about bridging the gap between what's high end and the common person. Because I'm a common person, but I'm high end, bro. Like, I'm a craftsman. You know, when I was young, my mum would say, like, I always wanted the expensive stuff. You get what I'm saying to you? Always just me. Why always, like, even before I understood where we were and that we're poor and we don't have, and you know what I mean? I was like, why I want that? Do you get what I'm saying to you? But,
so do you think that kind of upbringing, sorry to cut in, has kind of given you that grounding and hunger within the music? So you can go out and achieve and get those things?
I don't know. Because I don't go to studio and make music for materials.
No, of course not.
So I don't know. I don't think that's it, no. Like I said, I always refer to it as a byproduct. I go to the studio and work on being the best at what I do and becoming better at what I do and understanding that I've got a job to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to invigorate, I'm here to motivate, I'm here to, you know, like I say, like I'm high end and I'm the common man. You get what I'm saying to you? So you know, let that be inspiration. And this was before I ever made any real money. Do you get what I'm saying to you? It's all a state of mind, you know. Like so, that's me really. I don't think materials it doesn't. Materials getting the thought of material doesn't get me up out of bed.
They're a byproduct of success.
Yeah, it's a byproduct of success. Don't get me wrong. Like, you know, we love all this. We love all of that. You know, I'm drive nice cars and watches and with lifestyle. Yeah, cool, great. But you know, the key thing is what I'm here to do. Like, you got to take what you have and make the world a better place. It's as simple as that. Sounds make the world better. It's the facts. Yeah. Get everything you want. Get to the end of your life. You did nothing for no one else, which means you really did nothing. That's it.
It's deep insight, man.
It's as simple as that, bro.
And we talk about the forthcoming album and the first track of that, which is crazy.
Thank you, bro.
I was played it just recently.
Thank you, bro.
I mean, there's an energy and a vibe there. And what I love as well is that through following your journey and playing your music, and a lot of your music, like I'll listen to in the car, listen to not in a club environment as a DJ, I can listen to it in more than one environment. And there's also records in your back catalogue, like the latest one, which we're going to talk about, that are a new energy and vibrancy as well. So talk to us about the new track.
So the new track, Higher Power, kind of just embodies what we've been talking about, really, man. You know, about being spiritual, about the mentality.
The vibrancy in the tempo of the record, the waviness, the visual again.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very vibrant to go with it.
Exactly. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So everything's so important. So the song is a project, bro. You know, the song is a project. Like, you know, like I said, I've always appreciated craftsmanship. You know, I'm in the shot like, Mom, I want that one, but I know I did not at the time, but now I know my eye is appreciating something. You know what I mean? So it's the same way, you know, Raph Riley, the producer, you know, is a high-end craftsman, just like I am with the lyrics and the cadences and the tones and, you know, the whole creative process, you know. And the director, Nadira Amrani, she's a craftswoman, you know what I mean. And we came together to, like I said, the song is a project, you know. She brought the lyrics to life. He brought my ideas to life. Production, Raph Riley. You know, and it's all God's work, like I said.
Definitely, man. Well, listen, we got to wrap things up. So good luck with the album and the new track off the album as well, which we'll be supporting because I think it's crazy. Thank you for joining us today, brother.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, man.